Good morning, Encik Hakim and Puan Aina. Thank you for coming today. I've reviewed both of your test results. I'd like to explain what could be contributing to the difficulty in conceiving.
Good morning, doctor. Yes, we are wondering what's really going on.
We have been trying to conceive for nearly 2 years but haven't been successful. Based on the results, Encik Hakim, your general health is good. However, your testosterone levels are low, likely due to chronic stress, long working hours, fatigue and reduced libido.
How low testosterone can affect my fertility, doctor?
Encik Hakim is experiencing symptoms such as low testosterone, fatigue and reduced libido, which are normal signs for the hypogonadism. So, Encik Hakim most likely has a second hypogonadism, probably due to the chronic stress and fatigue affecting hormonal regulation, leading to low testosterone and reduced libido. To improve his condition, he needs to manage his stress and potentially starting a testosterone therapy under medical guidance. It can improve his symptom and fertility potential.
Based on diagnosis on Encik Hakim, he faced the low testosterone level. Testosterone belongs to a group of the male sex hormone called androgen. It mainly produced in the testes in the male and a smaller amount by the ovaries in female. When someone reaches the puberty, the hypothalamus increases its production of GnRH. GnRH triggers the anterior pituitary to release the LH and FSH. FSH will act on the Sertoli cell in the testes to stimulating them to produce the testosterone. This testosterone is crucial for developing male physical characteristics, maintaining libido, and supporting spermatogenesis. In this case, we will investigate the hormone by using the specific blood test. A blood sample must typically be drawn for the test from the vein, commonly in the arm. After that, the sample is brought to the lab for the examination and analysis, which establish the level of the different hormone. Type of the hormone that we will examine for Encik Hakim include the reproductive hormones such as testosterone, LH and FSH, and adrenal hormone like cortisol. As I mentioned, Encik Hakim probably has a secondary hypogonadism, which failure of the hypothalamus to produce the GnRH and trigger the pituitary gland to produce enough FSH and LH and lead to the low testosterone level. Encik Hakim also experienced the high stress jump and fatigue, which can lead to the production of the high level cortisol, which can decrease the testosterone level. Maintaining the high cortisol level is crucial for optimal testosterone level and overall health.
Now, Puan Aina, you've been diagnosed with PCOS, polycystic ovary syndrome, which is a common cause of irregular ovulation. Your irregular menstrual cycles indicate that ovulation is happening regularly.
Yes, doctor. I often go months without getting my period. I was worried that could affect my fertility.
Puan Aina has recently been diagnosed with polycystic ovary syndrome because a hormonal imbalance in which the ovaries produce an excess of certain hormones like androgens. This condition has affected her menstrual health, leading to irregular menstrual cycles, missed periods, and unpredictable ovulation patterns. Upon conducting an ultrasound, multiple small follicular cysts were observed on her ovaries. These cysts, which are fluid-filled cells containing immature eggs, are a common feature of PCOS and typically result from the failure of regular ovulation. Normally, an egg is released from the ovary each month during ovulation and travels to the fallopian tube for potential fertilization. However, in Puan Aina's case, elevated levels of androgens have interfered with this process. These hormonal imbalances disrupt the menstrual cycle and may lead to irregular or even absent ovulation, affecting her overall reproductive health.
Based on the diagnosis, Puan Aina has been diagnosed with PCOS syndrome, where the patient usually tends to have a hormonal imbalance that are able to disrupt the main function of ovaries due to the insulin resistance. So, what is insulin resistant? Insulin resistant is a condition where cells in our muscle, fat and liver do not respond to insulin as they should. Insulin resistance can lead to increasing of androgen secretion in female body that will result in irregular period and ovulation problem. Without ovulation, body cannot produce progesterone, causing the uterine lining build up irregularly and shape unpredictably. Other than that, androgen can suppress production of follicle-stimulating hormone (FSH) level from the body. As there are low secretion of FSH, follicle will not mature properly, causing an ovulation. This immature follicle will accumulate under the surface of ovary, resulting of small fluid-filled sac.
If Aina start ovulating regularly and I improve my hormone level, do we have the good chance to conceiving naturally?
Yes, that's the goal. However, if natural conception doesn't happen, we have several ART options.
Now, Encik Hakim, your semen profile looks good, but since you are experiencing fatigue and low libido, timely intercourse can be difficult. In this case, we recommend intrauterine insemination or IUI. IUI places healthy sperm directly into the uterus, increasing the chance of fertilization, especially when timed with ovulation induction. It is less invasive and more affordable than IVF. Now, since you have been diagnosed with polycystic ovary syndrome, your ovulation may not occur regularly. To help with this, we can induce ovulation using medication like letrozole and clomiphene citrate. Both are proven to stimulate egg release. If ovulation is still irregular, we can add metformin to improve insulin sensitivity and reduce androgen level, which helps restore hormonal balance.